Right, okay. Hello YouTube, this is the D.B.T Gamer Show, episode 43. And today I'm going to be reviewing the second in the Pikmin series, Pikmin 2. It's a pretty good Pikmin game, although it's not as good as the first one, I think. Anyway, let's get started. Right, let's get started. Now the story for Pikmin 2 is quite different to the story for Pikmin 1. After Captain Olimar returns to his home planet after Pikmin 1, he gets back to his home planet and discovers that his business is in trouble. Really, really big trouble. His business is got loads and loads of debt. And he eventually has to sell his spaceship to pay off some of the debt. But his spaceship isn't even worth enough money to pay off all the debt. So, Captain Olimar and his son, Captain Louis, they go back to planet Pikmin and they find all this treasure. And they use all this treasure and convert it into money to pay off the debt. After you've paid off the debt in the game, you will also have to rescue Captain Louis because he gets lost on the way home. Well, that's basically it. Okay, the multiplayer in this game, let's move to multiplayer. The multiplayer in this game is pretty good. But it's not as good as I thought it would be. In Pikmin 2, in the story mode, you get to control two characters, Captain Louis and Captain Olimar. But in the two-player mode, you can't play two-player in the story mode. I mean, having two characters in the story mode would be really... It's almost expected that it would be a two-player story mode. The story mode is really good. There's no two-player version. The two-player mode, all you do is just see you can make them up, grow them up Pikmin in one day. Okay. Graphics. The graphics of this game are very similar to Pikmin 1, but they have improved a little bit. There are 4 areas in the game. Let's look at the graphics. The graphics in this game are really good, and they're not much different from Pikmin 1, but they have improved slightly. As you can see, they look really, really good. Okay, next let's move to the controls for this game. The controls for this game are very similar to Pikmin 1. Use bump stick to move around, the A button to bring Pikmin and punch, the Y button to change characters, the start button to bring in your map, the Z button to change camera, R button to change camera, and the L button also to change camera. And that's basically it. You also use the C stick to move your Pikmin around if you want to. The gameplay of this game, if I can get the camera right, is basically a Pikmin game. Basically, it's a treasure finding game and Survivor. Since the factory's got into debt, it's your job to go around the Pikmin planet and collect certain items which have treasures. These items can be practically anything. I mean, one of the treasures that you find is a back tray, and it's worth quite a bit of money actually. You also find old games consoles, and they're worth some amount of money. So the treasures come in all shapes and sizes, and they're all worth a certain amount of money. The survival of this game is because of all the big enemies. In this game, there are several enemies for you to destroy and get killed by. And most of them are can be pretty difficult to beat. In this game there are 5 types of Pikmin. You've got your yellow Pikmin, your blue Pikmin, your red Pikmin, your purple Pikmin, and your white Pikmin. The purple and the white Pikmin are new types, but I'll talk about them. But I'll tell you more about them later. The gameplay is really good. Now that's basically all the game I can show you. Now let's move to good stuff and bad stuff about this game. Now the good stuff and bad stuff about Pikmin 2. Let's start with the good stuff. The good stuff about this game is the story, the cutscenes, and the gameplay. The story is pretty good, and the cutscenes, although there aren't that many of them, are really good as well. The gameplay is also really good. The bosses are extremely hard in this game, and there are a lot of them. And the game is definitely a lot longer than Pikmin 1 was. The difficulty in this game is very similar to Pikmin 1 as well, so the game is still extremely challenging. The other good thing about this game is that they've removed the time limit thing. In Pikmin 1, you had 30 days to complete your mission. In this game, you can take as long as you like. The other good thing about this game is the Explorer Kit. The Explorer Kit is an add-on. The Explorer Kit is an item that you find which helps you get through the game. This Explorer Kit will give you several items which will make it easy to find treasures. One of these items is a spray which can paralyze enemies. A new item which is a spray which can make your Pikmin stronger. And there's also items which will protect Captain Olimar from lightning and fire and water. And other stuff. That's all the good stuff I can think of. Now the bad stuff about this game is a lot. First things first. The purple Pikmin and the white Pikmin can be a bit annoying. Because in the game, there are 3 onions. The onions are the houses that the Pikmin rest and sleep in. Now, there's an onion for the red Pikmin, the blue Pikmin, and the yellow Pikmin. But there's no onion for the white and purple Pikmin. So the white and purple Pikmin have no place to live. So they have to live inside your second spaceship. Now so that can be a bit of a problem. All that's about the game is that in order to get white and purple Pikmin, you have to sacrifice blue, red, and yellow Pikmin. This is completely stupid. Purple Pikmin and white Pikmin can't be grown like normal Pikmin. Oh no no no! You have to sacrifice blue, red or yellow Pikmin just to make them into these flowers. It's just really, really stupid. Can't they just see that you have 3 types? Ugh. All that's about this game is the challenge mode. The challenge mode is a mode where you can do certain challenges to unlock certain things. Now, if you manage to complete the challenge mode, complete every challenge in the challenge mode, and there's quite a lot of them, you won't unlock anything. But if you manage to complete the challenge mode and do every challenge perfectly without losing 1 Pikmin in each of the challenges, you will unlock a special cutscene which will tell you a hidden secret. This is extremely hard. Completing the challenge should be enough, not perfect. So it's really, really hard to do the challenge mode. Unlocking that extra cutscene can be a real bitch. Doing them perfect is definitely too hard. Completing should be enough. Anyway, let's rate this game. I gave Pikmin 2 a 3.5 out of 5. So it's a pretty good Pikmin game. But I feel it's not as good as the other Pikmin game. My next review will be Final Fantasy 3. Until then, you two, bye bye.